Harold from OnlyFans made a video called I Tried Streaming for 30 Days, which I, as a streamer, find quite interesting because I want to see his perspective as a person trying to get into it. So let's see what this is all about, guys.
Streamer and being a YouTuber are two of the most sought-after jobs from kids younger than 18 in America. As soon as I got over that depressing thought, I had to ask why. Why does everyone want to be a streamer when they are all apparently super depressed, narcissistic, or have been stricken with some other ailment like a gambling addiction? While all of those things do make you cooler, I worry that may not be good for you. But who knows? People want the job for a reason, surely. So I'm gonna give it a go. For 30 days,
I think the main reason is that people see streams and YouTube and they're like, oh, they're just playing games for a living. I want to do that. And frankly, it is freaking awesome, right? It does come with a few side effects here and there, you know, but I will say, as a streamer that's done it for a while, it is definitely a freaking awesome job. It's an awesome job, if you can call it a job, but it does come with its trials and tribulations, I suppose, right?
I will stream, but I won't just be playing games for 30 days. I've done loads of research on past, present, and hopefully future generations of streamers to find commonalities in all of their careers. Every streamer goes through the exact same phases over the course of their growth, and I plan on experiencing every trope in streaming by the end of this experiment. So here's how I went from 0 viewers to a couple hundred. I'm gonna separate this into 3 phases. Phase 1.
Okay, so he's gonna like do that. Can you give an example of trials and tribulations? I don't know, it's a difficult thing to say, to like really put into words, I guess. It's something, I don't know, I think one thing is like you gotta like always stay important in a way, and you gotta stay on top of trends and stuff like that. I think there's a lot of like, a lot of streamers probably struggle a lot with mental health because of that, because they feel like a constant need to be like on the forefront of entertainment. They feel like you have to keep evolving yourself in a way, and you gotta keep on trends and stuff. So a lot of people get very stressed out, I guess, and shit like that because of that, but it's a weird thing. Grads from Method third, they got world third, awesome. I think that's why a lot of people struggle with that, I think, in general. Where do you get the chat when you just start? Where do you, I don't know what you mean. Streaming also seems to cause baldness. No, that's just like a very normal in men that grow up. Maybe you'll get that too, you know.
The beginner streamer. Here's my list.
Depends on how much you give a fuck. I promise you, Semis, any streamer out there gives a fuck unless they have reached the point where they are financially stable and they don't need to worry about money anymore. I think for a lot of streamers that reach that point where they get to financially stableness, can you say that? They feel financially secure, it becomes less about the money, and then it changes and it pivots over to another thing. It changes into an ego thing, where the streamer needs to feel like they are important, and they want to feel like, you know, people want to watch them, right? So it changes from, oh, I need to make sure that I make enough money, to, oh, I want to be important, right? And then there's other streamers, maybe like Avoiding the Puddle, Ares, like, you know, maybe Soda as well, that just wants to have fun. They just playing games, they don't give a fuck, they just enjoying themselves, right? And it's like a little bit of a different thing.
All the things I've seen beginner streamers do, and I have to make sure I check every box. For instance, box number 1. Every streamer ever said their first stream was nerve-wracking, but even before that, they worried too much and just straight up didn't stream.
And some people
that's
just chill.
What I did. Day 1, don't stream. Even though I wasn't streaming intentionally to be a streamer, so it still counts as work. Day 2, pretty self-explanatory. A shitty first stream. No streamer had an Elgato capture card, HDR 4K, 1080p, 60 FPS, HDMI, LGBTQ, USSR, Hypercam on their first stream. They all had terrible bitrate and even worse jokes.
Oh yeah, Miskiv. Dude, funny thing, Miskiv actually started out as a WoW streamer. He used to be like a cameraman, you know, for Ice Poseidon. You guys may know this, but he actually was a WoW streamer. He streamed WoW to like 100, 200 viewers. I think he blew up with like marbles or something like that, and he started like doing crazy shit. And nowadays he's different, right? I know Aris. Yeah, I like Aris a lot. He's really cool. Avoiding the Puddle.
So I just had a really shitty stream.
Playing Black Ops 2 today is my first stream. Yeah, we're all about cool shit and being pog around here, dude. So like, fuck, man, I'm just like phase out.
Day 3, I had to get used to having a chat and people watching me. And if you've never had strangers anonymously text you online, then you should know it can be a little jarring. Harold, just wondering if you think you could make me quiver for a dime and a nickel. Okay. Day 4, about the same as yesterday, just getting comfortable being on camera while on the computer instead of in bed. Only I noticed my vocabulary started to change. I started repeating everything I said. Chat, look, chat. Okay, chat. So I'm pretty good. Like, I'm pretty good. I think this is a result.
This is actually, like, jokes aside, this is actually something I really tried to work on, not constantly repeating myself. It became a big thing because you feel the need to constantly yap, right? Because it's like, oh, if I'm not talking, then, like, maybe people don't want to, what? It's a weird thing. But yeah, it's actually a real thing.
Both of having people expect
Could you repeat
to
that?
say
Shut up.
something, so you just fill with nothing. Day 5. I'm imagining each day as a month and some change. So
Yeah.
by 30 days, I'll have been streaming for 3 years. So I'm on about month 7 now. So I'm still a beginner streamer, but I needed to start taking this seriously. And as every small streamer says, I gotta keep grinding, bro, and start taking this seriously.
Hell
so
yeah.
I just did what I saw streamers do when they don't know what to do. A tier list. Because of this, I unexpectedly got to cross off another box.
Okay.
Getting banned. It happens to everyone at some point. I just hoped it wouldn't happen to me. Now, even if you do something really terrible, Twitch bans only last about 7 days, and sometimes they only last a few seconds. But why?
What I don't like is when streamers start out as spurgs and do idiot stuff. When they get big and financially stable, they totally change their personality and then they grow up. So, I'm gonna give you some insider information on this here, Kid Lightning, okay? I'm not saying this from a personal thing that I am doing, but what a lot of people definitely do is they feel the need to put on an act or a certain persona, because it's easier to disassociate yourself from the stream mentally. If you put on an act, you feel less like stressed out and stuff like that. What a lot of streamers do is that they take their personality and then they amplify it. They're like, okay, I'm like this, I'm gonna be like ×2 when I'm streaming. Other people put on like a persona and they act like a completely different person. Maybe they role play, whatever the heck, so they can disassociate themselves from it. A lot of people then pivot towards something a little bit more chill later on in their streamer career or whatever. It's not really because they're changing their persona, it's just because they're kind of just more themselves, right? They stop really trying to like be like that. Maybe because they're retired, or maybe because they just want to chill. But I don't think I don't think that means that the streamers are fake. It's just that they're trying to put on a show, and you gotta realize that streaming is about entertainment, and they're trying to entertain in their own way, right? So that's it. With that being said, a lot of people definitely act stupid for content, right? Definitely, it's for sure.
Why did I get?
I would mention Quinn as a good example, but I think so many people disagree. Well, I've had some personal experiences with Quinn69. He's a very big streamer from New Zealand. Quinn is, I would say Quinn is himself, but look, just ×10. He is who he is, but he's just like amplified ×10, right? I've talked with him like a few times off stream, just wrote back and forth, and he's a really, really friendly, good dude. But he's still himself. He's pretty genuine. He's just more.
You see, the tier list that I chose to do and create was a war crimes tier list, where I would say some war crimes are better than others, as in I would rather them happen than others. Because let's be honest, a nuclear fallout is a lot worse than burning a church. But I guess Twitch didn't like the image of child soldiers in an S tier category. And ultimately, I ended up with a 14-day ban, which I thought was weird because all the bans I was looking at didn't last longer than 7 days.
Yeah, not a good thing to do, bro.
Got those bans probably wasn't talking about serious stuff like war crimes. Day 6. To keep the high-quality streams going, I thought about running a game show. Every streamer does it at some point, and if I'm taking this seriously, I think I should as well. But because I'm trying to act like a streamer, I have to spend a month, or in my case, a day, talking about how I'm gonna do it and how great it's gonna be. I got things in the works, you know, working on
game
working
shows.
on some pretty big stuff, massive game changing, stream changing, career changing. And I don't want to be too bold, but life-changing maybe stuff. But you'll have to wait a little bit. You'll have to wait probably a long time. Something else streamers do is move place to place and change their setup. So I did the same and moved to a different
Okay, people say I do this shit too, but that's literally because I have a fiance in another country, okay? So it's not like I'm moving around all the time. It's just like I have 2 setups. Well, one of them is mine, the other one I stole, right?
House, which I thought would be funnier in my head, and now that I've done it, I realize I'm just stuck with a 2-month lease. Day 7,
Borrowed.
the event day. This is when I actually held the competition, and it looked like this. Gentlemen, the game show, it's a game show that I made. The game show is called Hot and Not, as opposed to Hot or Not. The game, it's not really a game show. You guys don't really play. It's more, I found pictures of people that I think are hot, but also maybe aren't hot. And it's kind of... You guys don't play. It's actually not a game show at all. But here it is. All right. Willem Dafoe. He's pretty hot.
Okay.
Not really, though. You know?
All right. Cool.
Not really. Okay, next. Mike Rowe from Dirty Jobs. Pretty hot, no?
Dude, Dirty Jobs actually a cool show. I remember watching that. What the fuck?
No. No, he's not. Okay,
he's a
next.
good-looking man, though.
Joseph Stalin. But when he was a kid.
Okay.
He's pretty hot.
All right.
And it actually ends there for that guy. All right, there. So what'd you guys think? Day 8.
Okay.
I'm a streamer, so I don't have a real job and I don't do anything with my life. So after having an online game show, I have to post on social media how I'm totally wiped and can't be bothered to stream because I'm
I feel like this is just one big video shit-talking streamers.
just too exhausted from playing games all day. Day 9. Now, I know I'm still not very experienced, but I've studied enough streamers to know there's no low too low for a streamer. So I did what the rest of them do and reacted to myself. He's pretty hot. And it actually ends there for that guy. I'm pretty funny. Day 10. Wow, big 1-year anniversary. I'm a serious streamer now. Surely it's all up from here, and there will be no drama or fighting. Since it's going so well, I have to make the pilgrimage to either LA or Texas.
Oh my god. Yeah. It's the tax haven, dude. That's why they all don't go there.
Cultural hubs of streaming. I picked Texas because it was a less grueling drive, still 12 hours though, and it had swords and axes, which I liked. But I also had to sit through a meeting for a RuneScape thing or something. But it was a really great opportunity to act the part of the streamer by networking and offering collaborations and learning about the scene from the best of the best, or fall asleep. That's a solid option too. Could fall asleep. Day 11. Now that I'm deep into streaming, people are watching me for me, and I've built up a community that will watch me play anything. So I start pulling away from my main game, which is League of Legends, and I have to make another classic streamer pilgrimage to all the classic streamer games, starting with Super Mario 64 Speed.
Dude, I actually want to play this at some point. I feel, oh shit, I feel so called out. I actually do want to play Super Mario 64 at some point. Oh, it sucks, man. What the fuck?
Super Mario 64 speedruns.
I don't know if I want to speedrun, but I just want to try to play through it.
It sounds like he says, so long, gay Bowser, doesn't it? Because that would be weird, right? To call Bowser a homosexual, that would be bizarre. Certainly out of character for this Italian plumber. No doubt. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Day 12, hardcore Minecraft world. So I want to make the American flag, but I don't have enough.
Oh god. Oh god, what is he gonna do?
I'll just do like a Minecraft minimalism flag.
Okay, so please don't beat it. Harold, please.
So red, white, blue. Now we got the American flag. In Minecraft.
Damn.
And it look. Oh, that's just the French flag. Okay. Well, we can't do that. And finally, day 13, GeoGuessr.
Oh god.
Family support.
I don't get the hype about GeoGuessr. I'm sorry, guys. All right, like I don't get it. I know it's like a big streamer thing to do GeoGuessr. I just don't get it. I don't know, man. It's fun. I just don't get it. I guess it's fun. I do think it's really fun seeing Rainbolt actually smurf on GeoGuessr. I will say that. Like, seeing Rainbolt fucking smurfing on it is fun as fuck. But like, you know.
Learning, no way, Comic Sans for a business? That is a joke. This has got to be the UK because UK is a joke. Oh!
Oh shit.
I'm still sick about that. Day 14. At this point, I'm so into streaming that I've quit my job and lost touch with the common man, making me no longer relatable, leading me to say assholey stuff like this. I know that you think that making videos is so fun. It's actually the hardest job in the world. I'm sweating day in, day out, waking up at I mean, sometimes early as 2 p.m. And because it's hard to get by, too. You know, struggling the way I am. Because $30K a month, it's just not enough. Yeah, I can do, you know, 1 or 2 DoorDash orders with that. Also, I just, you know, I feel like Filipino people lay eggs. You know what I mean? I've never seen it happen. I just have this feeling. Day 15.
It is crazy, though, how much, like, dude, I think it's like an NA streamer thing. They spend so much money on DoorDash. It's fucking ridiculous. Literally thousands a month just on ordering food. It's insane, actually.
Remember how I said there would be no drama and it's all up from here? Well, unfortunately, something that wasn't on the docket happened. I had a big leak. This isn't uncommon in the streaming world. I just wish it hadn't happened to me. My face got leaked after I forgot to turn off stream. I just make videos, so I must have misclicked or something and accidentally left the stream on. So this was a bit of a bummer because I'm a very private man, but leaks are what happen to streamers. Day 16, I learned the
Wait, what did it say? This dude lost 100K because he leaked his password in this clip.
Day 16, I learned the art of lying for views and content. You see, that wasn't my face at all. It was my brother, strategically placed right outside of my room. We made the switch, and everyone was none the wiser. So I just farmed my viewers' reaction until I was ready to reveal it. Day 17, obligatory gambling stream. Steak.com.
Classic.
Okay, I intentionally misspelled steak as in steak the meat, but the fact that steak.com is not a cow farm, a butcher shop, or a gay porn website is a hugely missed opportunity.
What?
Day 18, obligatory getting over it with Bennett Foddy stream. I think a good game design, like an actually good one, would not be this. It would be like it would be like I don't know, self in the head with a that's in my closet, really actually leaving my family with nothing, with the I have that's in my closet right now with Bennett Foddy. That would be the game that I would make. That's what I would call it personally. Day 19, obligatory ASMR stream.
Oh fuck, you know what, I'm gonna let you guys listen to this. I fucking hate ASMR. I'm sorry, dude, like I hate it. I cannot listen to this.
Sorry about that. And unfortunately,
there you go. I'm good. I hate it. I cannot stand it.
I messed up the bread, so I'm just gonna go upstairs to record the rest of the audio. I was gonna use the bread as a metaphor at the end of the video, but I made it way too sticky. Day 20. What was supposed to be my big 2-year anniversary and massive celebration ended up being the worst moment of my life. You see, there's a streamer trope that I intentionally didn't mention and wanted to miss. Having something from your past coming up to haunt you and get you canceled. Well, you remember that first shitty stream all those years ago? Someone found them. Not just someone, Olivia Goddess. You see, Olivia Goddess is a blind streamer, and I'll just show you what she found.
Oh my gosh, this is miserable. Why? Dude, it's got to be playing Lee said. Dude, I hate blind people.
What the fuck, Harold?
Oh gosh, what a nuisance and scourge on the public, huh? Like, why do they have to be around, right? Lee Sin is just so. It's like, oh hey, I'm blind. Let me tell you the whole world. I have a blindfold on.
Can't hear
gosh, I cannot stand blind people.
Yeah.
What the? Dude, what the actual fuck?
Day 21.
That is fucked up, actually. ASMR can't be forced. The best ones are unintentional, like Bob Ross. Yeah, Bob Ross is good. Bob Ross, but like, oh god, yeah.
Every good streamer knows you have to react to bad things you did with utter and complete silence for a weirdly long amount of time. And when you do speak about them, make it vague and say something about legality. And make sure not to stream. Day 22. Make sure you stream. You're gonna make a really bad apology video that doesn't come across as sincere or apologetic in any sort of way.
Yeah.
So it's been a while. It was taken out of context. I didn't really mean any of it. You know, I love blind people. I mean, some of my best friends are blind. I personally would love, I would be okay if my daughter dated a blind person. Like, it's not a problem. It's just you don't need the cane, like, don't do it in public, right? Like, don't have the cane in public is all I'm asking. But I'm really sorry if I offended anybody. That was my intention, and you probably shouldn't have been. And I'm just really sorry, and I hope you guys can forgive me. Day 20.
Oh, yeah, the ukulele girl. Wasn't there like a big thing? She did some shit, and then I don't remember what she did or what the context was, but she had like an apology video where she played the ukulele or some shit. It was just the most weird thing ever. Yeah, it was like an awful video. Miranda sings. I don't know what she did or what I just remember the video. She groomed. Oh god. Yikes. Okay, first of all, that's fucking horrible. Second of all, why would you do an apology video playing the fucking ukulele? Like, that's a very serious, like, subject. Oh god, that is...
3. I tried to play my classic game, the reason everyone watched me, and the reason my community followed me for me, but it was just different now. I had done something that people considered unforgivable and a bit irreparable, and I...
How dare you play another game than League of Legends? Disgusting!
I don't think my community will ever like me again, and I think my career is over. Day 24, everyone has forgotten, and it's all back to normal, and I still make tons of money, and I have a great day streaming. Day 25, my career is almost over, so I want to put the last nail in the coffin. I'm gonna do the one thing that no viewer ever wants their streamer to do. I'm gonna get political. But that means I have to catch up and study American politics.
Dude, why do every streamer just become politicians? I don't know, man. I guess that's where the money is. I mean, let's be honest, dude. it is what it is. It's his money, bro. It is what it is.
See, John F. Kennedy, youngest person ever elected. Well, that's cool. Okay, well, let's keep reading. I hope this guy doesn't get shot and killed. James A. Garfield also activated for civil rights for African Americans. Well, that's nice. I hope he doesn't get shot and killed.
Okay.
Abraham Lincoln. Okay, freed slaves. That's pretty good. Hope this guy doesn't get shot and killed. Day 26. Lying.
When you only have you say, dude, I don't know, man. Listen, I'm a simple man. Okay, I like Twitch for games. I like streaming for games. That's it, dude. I like it. That's it. I just like video games. I like talking about video games. That's the vibe. That's what I enjoy. Yeah, playing video games, having fun, just chilling. That's it.
You're a political streamer, you gotta lie and change the truth and say you didn't say things that you definitely did say because it was live. No, I would never say the enemy of my enemy is my friend. That is the dumbest shit ever to say. What is this? What are y'all sending me? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Yeah, I agree with that. Never said that. That's out of context. Day 27. Fuck me.
I like politics, but I also like video games, and I don't like mixing the two. Yep. That's how I see it. That's how I see it, dude. Like, bro, I just go here, we play games, we have fun, but we don't talk about all those, like, politics and, like, I don't know, ICPA. It's just, there's time and place, right? But each streamer to their own, right?
Political. I can't stand this shit for more than 2 days. I don't know how people are actually doing it for 2 months. On day 27, I thought about how I'd retire and spoke somberly about it.
Okay.
Just kind of feel like career's coming to an end. Don't really got that love for it anymore, you know. Yeah. But we'll see. I don't know what I'll do yet. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Oh,
day 28, a short stream. Yeah, I think that's my last game. I'm not really feeling it today. I think I'm gonna hop off. I'll see you tomorrow. Day 29. Oh. A shorter stream. I mean, I honestly kind of don't even want to play right now. I think I'm just gonna hop off. I'm really tired, y'all.
Damn.
I'm gonna call it. I'll see you guys later. Day 30.
Damn.
No stream.
Oh. What
the end. Also, this video is sponsored by me. I do coaching now.
This is actually kind of funny. I don't know. I like
this. That's the sponsorship. That's it. That's all I got. Making this video also made me realize I would never want to be a streamer. Would I ever stream again, though? Maybe, but not as a job. Thanks for watching. Also, this is going to be the last video I ever make, unless this code gets figured out. Go play SS.
Oh. I mean, I don't know, I thought it was going to be a bit more of a serious video, but I'm also, it was kind of funny the direction that the video took, with more of like a making fun of streaming and how like the general, like, just how streamers are, I guess. It's kind of cool. The good ending would have been if Twitch never let anything other than gaming on it. I don't know, I do miss when Twitch was a gaming website, and I think there is a lot of those tropes that he's talking about. That's definitely very, very true. When will I beat Jump King? I already did. Yeah, I did, bro. Bro needs to go Dakistan, 2-3 years. I don't know what Dakistan is. The general view of streamers, I guess. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It didn't start as gaming. Twitch? Yes, it did. Back on, like, dude, in the early days of Twitch, you literally couldn't even go full cam and talk to your chat. It had to be gameplay on a certain percentage of the stream. Like, you had to have like a certain amount of gameplay. Yeah, it was Justin TV. I didn't watch Justin TV, guys. I'm gonna admit I was a Twitch Andy. But you literally couldn't even sit in full cam and talk. You had to have gameplay. You would get banned if you fell asleep too. Yeah, it's crazy. Different times. Streaming is definitely a very, very weird and interesting job. I've done it now for 7 years full time, which is freaking crazy. It's a dream job of mine, for sure, but it does come with its weird moments here and there, I think. But definitely very blessed to be able to do it. I'm very, very, very blessed, for sure. Thanks to you guys hanging out.